station.
Do you have bylaws
William,
which say...
why would anybody want to film a police
in,
function?
architecture is very nice, and it's paid by...
No.
So you were on card,
Are you going to leave, William?
Proof that you have all...
Welcome back to Police Pulse UK. If you're new here, hit subscribe and join the family. Drop a like, leave a comment, and let's get straight into it. This episode is brought to us by William Ansell. Check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, a sergeant outside Cheshire Police Station clearly does not want William there. She tries to make him leave a public area, but she fails right away. She cannot give any real law to back up what she is saying. Instead, she keeps giving weak excuses that fall apart as soon as William questions them. She seems to think that her rank alone is enough reason for William to obey her. But the more they talk, the more it becomes clear that she does not know what she is doing. She is trying to enforce a rule that she cannot even properly explain.
What are you filming the police cars for?
Because I can. It's in a public place, obviously.
Well, that's not, is it?
Yeah, but from a public place you can record anywhere.
For what reason, though?
Because you can.
Hi. So, but William, what would you intend to do with that footage?
Personal use.
For what?
Just personal use.
Like what, though?
Have I
I'm
committed
interested.
an offence? Am I being detained?
Right, William.
Am I being detained?
Hang on, I'm talking to you.
Am I
Can you
being
answer-
detained?
No. Can you answer my question?
Can you answer mine? Am I being detained?
No. Can you answer my question?
Am I being detained?
Right, okay. What
Can
I'd
you
like
answer my
to
question?
do-
Am I being detained?
No, you're not.
I'm not being detained, so I'm free to go.
Go wherever you like. What we don't want you to do is film the police station.
Well, it's from a public place, so...
No, it's not.
It is. Yeah, but this is a public place. This public easement. Would you like me to show you a letter from Chief Constable Andrew Trotter, ex-police Chief Constable Andrew Trotter, who says that it's perfectly fine for public photography?
I think you want to be arrested, so...
What are you going to arrest me for?
You nicely.
What are you going to arrest me for? Can you please not... 2 meters, please.
You.
Calling the station a no filming zone just because the building is private property is a weak argument. William is standing on the pavement, which is public ground, so filming there is completely allowed. She knows this, which makes her argument look even more foolish. Things get worse when she completely ignores an official letter from the chief constable that confirms William's right to film. By doing this, she is basically showing that she cares more about stopping people from filming than following her own department's rules. It looks very bad when a police officer dismisses an official letter from her own force as if it means nothing. Then, when her arguments are torn apart one by one, she changes her approach and starts threatening William with jail. This is clearly a scare tactic. She cannot win the argument, so she tries to use fear instead. It is a sign that she has run out of real reasons and is now just trying to intimidate him.
And I'd like you to put your phone in another direction other than the police station. That's not a public place.
Yeah, but you can record a private place from a public
William,
place.
I will have no choice, okay, than to take further action.
And what further action would that be?
You've been advised previously.
Can you please advise me what further action that is?
You've been advised previously
I'm asking
not
you.
to record the police station.
Sergeant, I'm asking you, what further action would you take?
Right, that depends on what you do. I'm
Filming
advising you
filming
now.
from a public place.
Don't talk over me, William. I'm
Filming
advising
from a public
you now,
place.
okay, giving you the opportunity to move your phone, otherwise I will look at seizing your phone, because we don't know what you're doing.
You can't seize my phone. Seize my phone under what?
William, are you aware of the risk of terrorism at the moment, how high it is?
This is not for terrorist use, and the onus is on
while
you.
we may have concerns,
So do you have concerns in Section 58 of the Terrorism Act? Is that what you're citing?
Understand
Is
the
it
risk?
Section
I'm
58?
not quoting legislation. I don't need to quote
Yes, you
legislation
do.
because I know it, William.
Okay.
But what I'm asking you is, do you understand our concerns? Because if you do, then you would walk away with your phone.
You may have concerns, but that
William,
doesn't warrant
you
reasonable
quote
suspicion.
Pace and legislation to me till it's coming out of your ears.
When William asks her to explain why she is doing this, the sergeant says that what she does next depends on what he does. This is an embarrassing answer. Police officers cannot use their powers based on things that have not even happened yet. That is not how the law works. It is just a lazy way to justify harassment. She also threatens to seize his property, not because he has broken any law, but simply because she is annoyed. This is not real law enforcement. It is just an abuse of power. What makes it even worse is that she refuses to name the actual law she is supposedly acting under. For a regular officer, that would be bad enough. But for a sergeant, whose job is to lead and guide others, it is a complete failure. A supervisor should know the law better than anyone. If she cannot explain the power she is using, she has no business giving orders to the public or threatening them.
However, that is not a public place and you will not film it.
You can film it from a public
no,
place.
you will not be filming the
You
police
can film
station.
anything from a public
No,
place.
no, that's where you're incorrect.
That
Not
is
a police
not.
station,
Yes,
it's
you
not
can.
a public place.
Is it protected
If
by the Crown?
You're stood here
Is it
to
protected
record
property
that
by the
police
Crown? Does it
station,
have bylaws
then we
that
have
say that you don't
serious
have to
issues.
film it?
William,
Do you have?
what's more concerning
Does it
is
have?
to me
Do you
is
have
why
bylaws
do
which
you
say
want
that it's
to-
protected
why
by the
would
Crown
anybody
and
want
that
to
you can't film
a
it?
police station?
Do you have bylaws
William,
which say?
why would anybody want to film a police station?
Because it's,
for their own
it's from
interest.
a public place.
Yeah,
It's a
why
nice
would you want
building.
to?
Architecture's very nice, and it's
William,
paid by people who pay their
amusing,
taxes.
and you're not impressing me at all.
People
Do you
pay their
understand
taxes and buy
how
this
busy
building.
the police are? Do you understand?
Oh, you must
Do
be
you
very busy
understand how
during this
busy the
current
police
climate.
are?
Yeah.
And you are distracting us from our duties.
I'm distracting you. You came out to me. I didn't ask for you to come out.
Because you're recording the police station.
And that's
We
not a
don't
criminal
know-
offence.
We don't know what you're recording.
Okay, I'm doing it for
so
a-
you carry on
I'm
quoting
doing it for a
legislation,
public
but I'd
business.
like you to walk away with your phone. You can
No.
record all around here. That's absolutely fine.
It's
But do
information
not
that's for public
record-
interest.
Do you not listen to people?
It's information for public interest.
William, you're being rude.
I might be
being
being
very
rude,
rude.
but that's not a criminal offence.
When William asks if there are any bylaws stopping him from filming, the sergeant does not actually answer the question. She just talks over him. This says it all. If there was a real rule against filming, she would have mentioned it straight away. Instead, she just makes noise to hide the fact that she has no legal basis for what she is doing. Then, to make things worse, she accuses William of wasting police time. This is almost laughable. She is the one who approached him first. She is the one who kept the conversation going. William did not start this. She did. A sensible person would have walked away once they realized they were wrong. But instead of doing that, she keeps pushing. This shows that she is not really concerned about the law or doing her job properly. She is more interested in protecting her own ego than admitting she made a mistake.
So why would you turn and point your phone at a police station? Why
Because
would
I
you
can
do
see it
that?
from a public place, and I was actually watching the cars go in.
William, you've been walking around the police station.
Yeah, I've been walking around, looking at the architecture, looking at all the different officers, coming in, doing
all the
the
plain
duties.
vehicles in the back, you've been doing that.
Yeah. All the different
For what
vehicles
reason?
paid by the taxpayers.
There's only one reason that people do that, and
What's
that's to
that?
commit a crime.
That's commit a crime.
Yeah.
Are you inferring something?
Well, that's the only reason why people would do that, isn't it? So
No.
what we're asking you is just to go.
I'm not looking to commit a crime, and you have no reasonable evidence to say that I'm going to be committing a crime.
Well, to film a police station and to film a car with a private.
Common law doesn't
Around the other
state that
side.
that is reasonable
Doesn't matter, you can
suspicion.
state whatever law you want at me.
Common law
isn't
isn't
something that you
legislation.
do.
No,
It's
well.
our plain vehicles around the side.
Yeah.
So what we've asked you to do is
I didn't
go
actually
now.
know they were plane vehicles. I thought they were officers'
Oh, right,
cars.
okay, in
but
the
anyway.
back.
That's even more
Police
concerning.
station.
You thought they were officers' cars?
Yeah, so I
Alright,
was
so
looking
now
at
you're
the
filming
officers
officers'
coming out.
cars.
Yeah.
Oh, right, why? For what
because I
reason?
thought they were coming out from their duty. You had
Yeah, so
you had
you're out
duty
filming
detective
officers' cars.
constable.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
The
What
the
for,
officer car
William?
park.
William, what for?
Because I can. Because it's a
No,
public
you
place.
can't.
No, you can't.
No,
Because it's a
you
public
cannot. You cannot record
And what says
private
that?
property.
Yes, you
okay,
can.
that is private. That
And what
backyard.
says that? Is it just you
Is
and
this-
your little head
is
that
this a
says
little
that
quiz
you
that you're
can't
trying
do
to
that?
perform to
No,
us
no,
now?
I'm just asking
Right,
you.
William.
I'm
Do
just
not
asking
record
you.
officers' cars.
Okay,
That is extremely
is that-
dangerous to those officers.
is that an
because We
order?
don't know where you're going to.
Is that an order?
William, listen to me,
Is that
please.
an order?
William,
I'm
do not
asking you a question.
record-
Is that an order?
Listen to me, please.
I'm asking you a
Do not
question. Is that an
record police
order?
officers' cars,
I'm asking you a
because
question.
if
Is that an order?
appears on social
It won't be
media,
appearing
you
on
will
social
be
media.
located and spoken
Okay.
to and arrested.
The officers are clearly bothered by William recording the police vehicles, even though they admitted he is not breaking any rules. This reveals a serious problem. They are letting their personal frustration drive their actions, and trying to pass it off as if it were an official order. Even after admitting that what he is doing is perfectly legal, they still tell him to stop. This shows that they simply want to be in control, even in a situation where they have no legal authority to do so. Things take an even darker turn when the lead officer hints that she will try to find out who he is if the video gets posted on social media. This is not policing. This is bullying, plain and simple. It has nothing to do with her duties as an officer. By acting this way, these officers have turned their backs on the very oath they took to protect people's rights and uphold the law.
Because you are putting those officers in danger. Do you understand that?
No, I don't believe I am, but
Police have a dangerous job without this nonsense.
This isn't nonsense, but anyway.
Right, well, what concerns me more is why a young lad like yourself would want to spend his time walking around a police station and filming officers' cars.
You're saying that I can't film
You can't film the police station.
that I can't film
You can
private
film.
land from a public place. Can you tell me where you've got that information from?
Right. No, I can't tell you that. I'm not prepared to tell you anything about that. What I'm saying is, it's not appropriate to record.
It doesn't matter where it's appropriate.
Well, you're not even going to listen, are you?
No.
You're not going to listen.
No.
You're just being rude.
I'm not being rude.
Do not film police officers' vehicles, private vehicles.
Yeah.
Are you going to leave?
Can you give me a recollet number and state your name?
You can see it, William. You can see it, William.
300575. And your name?
You got my number there, mate.
Can I see your warrant card?
No.
Can I see your warrant card,
Are you going to
please?
leave, William?
Proof that you have authorisation to exercise your
William,
duty,
you're
your
not going to
warrant
see any
card.
warrant card. You don't need to.
Yeah, but you have to produce it upon request. That's Cheshire Police. That's Cheshire Police policy.
William, you're
That's
not
Cheshire
seeing
Police
any warrant cards,
policy.
okay?
Cheshire
End of
Police
story.
policy. Upon request, you will produce your warrant card. I know your policy very well.
The sergeant's whole argument falls apart the moment William asks her to name the specific rule that bans filming. She cannot name one. This destroys any authority she thought she had. If she is going to interfere with someone who is doing nothing wrong, the least she can do is explain why. But she has no answer. Things become even more suspicious when she stops William from checking the other officer's identification. She wrongly claims that officers only need to show their ID during a search. This is simply not true. Officers are required to identify themselves when asked, especially when they are the ones who started the interaction in the first place. This is dishonest and unprofessional. It makes it very clear that she is not working from any real knowledge of the law. She is just making things up as she goes along, hoping William will back down.
Telling you to leave, aren't
But are you asking me, or are you giving me a direct order?
telling you to leave.
Is that an order?
You can go on your own, right? You can walk away, or I'll go and get one of those direction to leave, and then you won't be able to come back for 24 hours. Yeah?
That's fine.
Okay.
So you're saying you're not going to leave?
No, definitely not.
Good. So you are going to go?
Sorry?
You are going to go?
No.
Pardon?
No.
Why would you be able to
Are you giving me a dispersal
The
order?
officer's just explained to you what she's going to do. I'm not repeating it,
Okay.
William.
And what
We're
gives
very,
you the
very busy today.
and what gives you the grounds to give me a dispersal
William,
order?
listen to me.
What gives you
we are
the
very, very
grounds to
busy
give me a
today,
dispersal
and you
order?
are wasting police time.
I'm not wasting
Do you
police time. You're
understand?
wasting police time.
Right, do you understand there's an offence of wasting police time as well?
Yeah, but
You
I'm
do?
not committing
you know
that
your
offence.
legislation, you'd know that as well.
I'm
we are
not
very
committing
busy
an
today
offence.
with some
I
serious
didn't-
incidents.
I didn't call
and
you
you
up.
are
You
wasting
came
time.
out.
No, William, you know what you've done.
I've
okay?
not committed any offences.
Right, the
If I
office-
have, arrest me under Pace Code G paragraph 2.1.
William, right, the officer's gone to get the order, okay?
Dispersal order,
You
and
will
what-
be asked.
And
You'll
what
find
rights
out when
do you
she comes
have to
back.
give me a dispersal order?
When she comes back, she will direct you, okay?
The other officer brings up a dispersal order, but this is basically an empty threat. Dispersal powers are only meant to be used against people who are causing trouble or making others feel unsafe. William is simply standing quietly with a camera. He does not meet that standard at all. It is clear they are just looking for any excuse to get rid of him. Then the supervisor makes things even worse by claiming William is wasting police time and tries to use the Criminal Law Act against him. But that law is not meant for situations like this. It is designed for people who report crimes they know are false. It has nothing to do with someone who is legally filming in a public place and has been pestered by officers for over an hour. Hearing a sergeant misuse and misquote the law like this is genuinely worrying. It shows that she does not actually understand the rules she is trying to enforce. Quoting a law incorrectly is not just a small mistake for someone in her position. It is a serious problem.
Does she have to give me a dispersal?
Are you
You should know
questioning
that
me?
as a sergeant.
Are you questioning
Yeah.
me? How dare you?
How dare I?
Yes, how
you're,
dare
you're,
you?
You're a crown servant. You're a crown servant.
You're not going to leave?
No.
Okay. You're not helping yourself here, William. You're really
I'm not helping
Really
myself.
not helping Cheshire Constabulary at all.
Aren't I?
No, because you're wasting here 2 patrols at the moment.
I'm not wasting the time. You came out to me for no particular reason. You leave any time you want. I'm not detaining you. Give me that dispersal notice.
No, William, basically,
Oh, there's 2
What-
metres, please.
yeah, what I've decided to do is,
Yeah.
you've been seen filming private vehicles.
Which
Okay.
is not illegal,
So-
but sure.
What I'm going to advise you now is that if any of that footage of those private vehicles is on any social media whatsoever, you will be arrested
for
malicious communications.
Okay, and what grounds do you have for that? What grounds do you have for that?
Do you understand what that is?
I have to have intent for that to be malicious. I don't have intent for that to be. I understand that, but I know that I don't have any intent for that to be malicious.
The sergeant loses her patience when William refuses to simply give in. She actually tries to argue that he has no right to question her. This is a ridiculous position to take. Every person has the right to ask for an explanation when a police officer interferes with them. That is a basic right. When she realizes that her attempts to make him leave are not working, she quickly changes her approach. She threatens to arrest him under the Malicious Communications Act, warning him that he will be in trouble if he posts the video online. This is a desperate move, and also a completely wrong one. The Malicious Communications Act is meant for serious offenses like genuine harassment or threatening behavior. It is not meant for someone simply uploading a video of police officers standing around doing their jobs in a public place. Using that law as a threat in this situation shows once again that she is misusing legislation to intimidate someone she cannot legally stop.
I'm warning you now that if you do put that on social media, you'll be arrested, you'll be interviewed, okay? And then we'll take the job to the CPS. Okay? So you've been advised not to put any of that on social media.
Is that summary or indictable?
Why? What difference does that make?
I'm just curious.
Right. We're not here
I'm just curious, is that summary or indictable?
William, we've gone round and round around the houses. We're not here to be questioning
Is that summary or indictable?
What I'm concerned about is what you intend to do with
public
that information,
usage.
because I've now seen you filming private officers' vehicles, and that's
Public
really
usage.
concerning to them. Do you understand why?
I'm not intending on just coming out here to film officers' vehicles.
No,
I'm out here.
You told me earlier, and it will be on your camera, you told me earlier that you wanted to film private vehicles.
I said, actually, I looked through the footage again. I said
Anyway,
that.
William, you've been advised,
no, you're not going to listen to
and
what?
that's all. No, that's all we wanted to tell you.
Okay, no problem.
So do not put that on social media.
Okay. Oh, I'm also going to make a freedom of information request for your body-worn videos. Do either of you have them on right now? Officers? 5336, do you have your body-worn video on right now?
The sergeant's failure to understand the difference between minor and serious offenses was the final blow to her credibility. This is basic legal knowledge. It determines how serious a charge is and what actions police can actually take. Waving around a law while not even knowing how it is classified is simply incompetent. Things became even more awkward when William asked about access to information logs and whether their body cameras were switched on. Neither officer even bothered to answer. They just changed the subject and walked away. Police officers are supposed to be open and transparent, especially when a situation becomes heated. But these two clearly had no interest in that. The whole encounter ended just as badly as it had gone throughout. The officers spent the entire time acting tough and throwing around legal-sounding words. But the moment the conversation required real answers or any kind of accountability, they turned and left. No explanations, no closure. Just a quick exit once they realized they could not bully William into backing down. That is it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps support independent coverage. Also, make sure to check out William Ansell. His channel is linked in the description below. Show him some support. Thanks for watching. This was Police Pulse UK, and I will see you in the next one.